Hi, it's Tina. So I decided to come on today. I'm going to make another new recipe. I am going to use the stack cooker from Tupperware, which you all know I love. I think everybody needs one in their household. If you like to make things from scratch, or if you just want something quick that's going to go in the microwave so you don't have to stand over the stove and watch it the whole time, it's perfect. Perfect. So I am going to try today, and like always, if it doesn't work out, I'm still going to show you what I ended up with. So, and I've got my gloves on because I'm going to be working with some raw hamburger meat, and I just don't want to touch it. So this is the largest piece of the Tupperware stack cooker. This piece is the 3-quart or 3-liter size. So in the bottom of this, because I've got lots of pieces to it, remember, I have lots of pieces. So in the bottom of this one, I've already cut up some, well, not cut up, but I peeled a bunch of potatoes. So I'm going to put those in the bottom. I'm just going to cut them, maybe I'll just quarter them and toss them in the bottom. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of olive oil maybe on them and just a little bit of seasoning. And that's all I'm going to do to them. This one's a little big, so it needs more than quartered. So the weather out there is beautiful, and I'm probably going to go out with the dogs in a little bit. It is just gorgeous. I love it. So like I said, I'm just chunking these up. And they're going to go right in the bottom of that. Did I tell you what I was making? I don't know if I did. I'm going to try making Swedish meatballs. I've never made it. Came across the recipe and thought, oh, that might be good. Brett might like that. He's a little bit picky sometimes, but loves comfort foods, things like that. So, and why not be picky? Eat what you like. Find your joy. Eat what you like. That's a lot that's in there right now. I'm going to put my next size up one, which is the 1 3/4, because I want to make sure that it's going to fit in there. So I don't want to get too many. And I think that's going to be okay. It does sit a little bit on top of it, but I think that's going to be all right. So I cut up a little bit too many, but it's all right. So, I got to read my directions while I'm going along. The next thing that it says to do is I need to put all of my meatball ingredients into a bowl. So it wants some breadcrumbs. It says enough for like 2 slices of bread, but I'm just going to dump in what I want. And then it called for 1 1/4 cup of burger, well, or a pound, but I only have a pound here. Should be all right. So there's that. Let me get that out of the way. I don't know. That looks like it. I'm just going to guess. That looks decent. That out of the way. So the next thing to add in here, some onion. And you know that I have one of my little choppers handy. That out of my way. Let's see here. Put that in there. So there is my little Power Chef. And you just line it up with the notches and slide it on, lock it in place, and then you just pull the handle like a lawnmower. If I can hold it up, I can show you. You just pull it like a lawnmower, and voila! I love that thing. So we're gonna get those in there. I have a glove on so I can just reach in. Get this out of the way before I cut myself. What else does it say to add? Because I know there's more. Oh goodness, milk. Okay, different. But we'll do it. Oh, can you see my shirt? I was super, super excited. I found this at Walmart in the pajama section. Like I'm going to wear it for pajamas. Yes, I am going to wear it for pajamas. But I promise you, just like I wore it out today, I'm going to wear it whenever I want. If things make me happy now, I'm just going to do it. It doesn't matter what people think. It matters what makes you happy. All right, so it says 2 tablespoons. Well, this, I'm missing my big tablespoon. Oh no. So that means I gotta do, it must be in the dishwasher. Okay, so there's some milk in there. Weird. And then 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire. I always wonder if I'm saying that right, because I know when we were living in England, they would have these funny names like this, and it would be like Worcestershire, and you'd skip like half the word when you said it. So, I bet you I'm saying it all wrong. All right, there's that. Some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of allspice, it says. So there's some allspice. And we want some salt and pepper. Grind up some pepper real quick. So it's interesting. Normally I have all the dogs around me watching. Right now, Apple's laying on the floor near me, not paying any attention to me, because truly, in the big scheme of things, I don't matter in her world. There's only one person that matters. So, she don't care. Libby always wants to be near me in case I drop something, and there might be some special TREAT going on. I hope you don't get offended by this next part. The other one, Kimber is staying very close to her kennel. She found a dead bird outside and brought it in before I knew what she was doing, and has kept it in her kennel all day. Doesn't even want to go outside. I told her she can take it with her. Get it back out of the house. So, yeah, she's not even doing that. Okay, and oh, weird. Okay, so I'm gonna mix all of this up. I don't know why I decided to mix it in the same bowl that I'm gonna be putting it in. That seems kind of weird to me that I did that, but I'm gonna go with it now. Because I'm gonna be making meatballs. So this, hence is why I wore the gloves. But, you know, I guess that's all right if I chose to do it this way. I guess I'll have one less bowl to clean later, right? And then, oh, it's already smelling really good. I think the breadcrumbs are adding to it because they were an Italian-style breadcrumb. Italian and a Swedish meatball. Whatever. So, oh, it's the little things, right? Made me happy. Yeah, I didn't even add the olive oil and the seasoning to my potatoes yet. I'm going to have to do that. Look back there and see what kind of seasonings I want to maybe use on it. So I just want to make sure this is all kind of incorporated together. And then I don't even know how big the meatballs are supposed to be. It didn't say in the recipe the size. So I guess I'm just going to make a decent sized meatball. Because that's, you know, I'm going to make a decent sized meatball and I'll just set them all in here. We'll go from there. I have a few different seasonings I might use. I know I was going to put some Alpine Touch on there. And maybe I've got one that's kickin' chicken. I don't know if I want that. Or there's beer can chicken. I don't know. I've got some different seasonings back there. Anything will be good though. I figure because this is going to have a type of sauce with it, that those potatoes will be really good. And if I wanted to, after they were cooked, I could even mash them. You know, I have a little immersion blender that will do wonders, so that would work. But this is interesting to me. I keep trying new stuff. I'm very interested in trying new recipes and trying out the Tupperware and different things. I did look and see that, I want to say this weekend? Might not be a weekend day. I think it said the 12th is grilled cheese day. So you know I have the Tupperware microwave, micro-pro grill. So I'm going to have to make some grilled cheese sandwiches. And I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should do, like, Brett loves grilled cheese. But he does not like the grilled cheese that I like. I like a nice tuna grilled cheese. He thinks that's disgusting. So I could do it all. All right. So I ended up with several meatballs. I think it looks great so far. Let's see. Now what's it say to do? Put in 4 ounces. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and take my gloves off now. Because I'm not working with the meat anymore. That part is done. The next part is to add some mushrooms. It says 4 ounces of fresh mushrooms. So this is an 8-ounce container, so it looks like we're getting half the container. I'll put those around there. I can hear the kittens racing around, so they're playing. So I just got fresh mushrooms, which are great. Let's get those going in there. Oh, you can hear the noise, right? Either somebody's coming in the door, or maybe the mailman's here and they gotta protect everybody. I don't know. I think it looks like about half of those mushrooms in there. Now what? Now it says, and I gotta make a cream sauce. So I'm gonna set that up out of the way for now. I'll make my little cream sauce. I was looking over here to see if I could use a container, but of course, this little sweet little bowl still has gummy bears in it. So I can't use that. Now the cream sauce contains 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1/4 cup of milk, and is that a 1/2 cup of sour cream. It was a little writing. Holy buckets. Get some sour cream. We'll get some milk. And I'll get a little. Guess what? I got a That's a bowl right there. Perfect. I will use that. It must have been the mail that drug her away from her kennel and her prize. I apologize if that offends anybody. She is a lab. get all of that out of there. And grab a spoon. Oh, maybe I've got one over here. That'll work. I don't think this will go in that can though. Okay, so there's that, and then I needed 1/4 of a cup. Let's see. 1/4 cup of milk. All right, put that away. And 1/2 of a cup sour cream. Let's see, that's 2/3, there's a 1/2. Holy-do. There we go. I'm going all out with this dinner here because I really want to see how the stack cooker's going to do. I've done 2 things at once in there before. Made a lovely herbed chicken and roasted potatoes before. But this time I'm going to put potatoes in the bottom. And I've got the meatballs in the next. And then the lid I'm going to invert upside down, which gives you yet another casserole dish to use. And I'm going to try and make a cherry cobbler. So we'll see how it works out. Where to put the lid? I'm going to put this away. Alright, so let me mix these couple of things together. And this creates the sauce that we need to go over the meatballs. And honestly, these may be too tall even to do the cobbler. So I may end up having to do the cobbler on its own. I don't know yet. So when I put those together, it makes a really thick sauce, is what it made. So I'm just going to kind of pour that all over. So I might not be able to put my dessert. Darn it. Because I think it'll be too tall. You know, I think it would totally sit not on the lid like it should. It'll totally sit like right down on top of my meatballs, which I don't want. Darn it. Let me check. I feel... Let me put those aside for now. Let me finish my potatoes real quick. I've just got some olive oil. I'm going to drizzle that on there. And then, what seasoning did I want? I was going to use Alpine Touch, so I'll put some of that in. And then, maybe I'll use this beer can chicken one. Okay, so this is the lid, and although it's not very tall, I don't know that I want to... Yeah, it sits right down on it. Do I dare want to do that? Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. Weird. Well, shoot. guess I will try it. And I feel like the worst thing that's going to happen is that I have to take the dessert portion out partway through and cook that part by itself. So I'll try it because it's going to smash right down on there. So this was my own homemade cherry pie filling. See if I can get that out of there. Come on. I always think now, when I see things like this, of Sploosh. Do you remember that movie, Holes? The kids were little. They were just little, and we took them to the theater and saw that movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf, and it was really a cute movie. Okay, so this is where this is going to get strange on me. I'm going to take this cake mix, and I'm just going to dump it over top. Oh, it just makes me happy it's blue. I'm putting a lot of it on there. Oh, it smells good too. So obviously I didn't use it all. I used half. I saw these at Walmart, and honestly, you can get them on sale after the holiday. Like, they brought these out for the holiday for Easter, and I had a black one back there that I could have used as well. I didn't think about that. And then I'm going to put some butter around on it. Just several pats of butter. And then we're going to put this in the microwave and get her going. I hope this works, but like I said, I don't know. You got to learn to play around with things, and you got to learn to be okay if it doesn't turn out exactly right. And I am. So this is what I've got. It is pretty heavy. It is pretty tall. I don't know that it's going to work because I really loaded that up. Probably should have only used half a jar. So here we go. We'll see what it does. I don't know. All right, see you in a little while. Okay, so I'm back. I had put it in initially for 20 minutes, and there was a lot of food in there. This is how, I have it sitting on a paper towel. I guess it's stuck to it now. This is how my cherry cobbler turned out. And I've already tasted it, and it's delicious. So yummy for me, because I don't know if Brett will try it. So the rest of it, the potatoes were done. I just put them back in anyway. The rest of the meat still needed a little bit more time. Doesn't that look just delicious? And it smells so good. So I put the meat back in for 5 more minutes is what I put it in for. And it looks done now. I mean, doesn't that just look really good? I really just want to take a bite, but you know, it just came out. And I already burned my tongue on the cherry cobbler because I couldn't wait. Oh, but this looks so good. Now the hard thing is I don't really want to leave it in this container because I wanted to make some stuffed peppers. But maybe I'll just leave it in this container until dinner and make stuffed peppers later. But I really am very interested in how it tastes. So let me pick apart one of the meatballs so I can taste it and get a little mushroom on there. I'm a little nervous because I can only burn my tongue so many times in a day, right? That's hot. Oh, that's really good. Really, really good. Oh, that's so yummy. And then, I'm kind of running out of space here a little bit. I'm going to set those up there for now. This is what my potatoes look like on the bottom. So just to show you, remember I just put some seasonings and a little bit of olive oil. I'll try one of those. I did test them with a fork before I put them back in for that 5 minutes. So they're probably overdone by now. That's fine too. I'll still eat them. Brad will still eat them. It's hot, but it's very good. I mean, the flavor's all there, and they're fork tender. Super easy meal. I didn't have to stand at the stove. As a matter of fact, you probably hear my dishwasher going, so while this stuff was busy, I was busy doing other things, and it cooked the entire meal. So we'll have Swedish meatballs and the roasted potatoes and dessert. And like I said, if I can get this paper towel off of here, because I kind of stuck to it, because remember it was sitting down on there. So when I took it off, I sat it on a paper towel. But I want to show you that is the whole thing. So I was able to create the entire meal in 25 minutes. You know, let's say 30 minutes total, because I did have a little prep time in there. And I still have the colander, which I didn't use in this meal, but I have used in others. So there you go. A great meal. I can't wait for him to come home and try it. All right. I'll see you later.